This is so what I feel like right now. Like the superstar, the tree has snagged and is holding on to. Why? Why is a tree protecting me if I look at it as me being the balloon? Hello, beloveds. Today, this past 24 hours has been incredibly uncomfortable. Kind of like that kid squealing in the background. That's how I feel. That's totally the energy. That is absolutely the energy. I hope that the microphone picks that up because that's just perfect. But yeah, I saw this red star balloon stuck, being held onto by the tree limb. And it was like, oh my god, yes, that is exactly how I feel. Look how the balloon is doesn't seem to be resisting. It's just like dancing where it is. Regardless, not asking any questions from Tree. Why are you holding on to me? Why are you protecting me? What is this all about? It's not throwing a fit. It's just dancing. Dancing with Tree. Wow. So I'm under the pavilion, but right next to this really cute play area. Really super cute play area. But I'm gonna pause it for a second. Love the caterpillar. I'm gonna pause it for a second and go sit down. Hopefully Yellow Jacket has vacated. I'm a little nervous about that business, but I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. BRB. Okay, that took a hot minute, but I got everything set up. I'm under the pavilion, which under the pavilion and facing more northeast. Yellow Jacket seems to be hanging out, but more concerned about the food leftovers that some humans left behind than me. So I'm gonna just go with that and trust that they're minding their business and I'm minding mine. There's like dried rice strewn everywhere. That's like I tried to at least find a table that had the least amount of it around, but I still keep seeing it. Anyway, Here is another daily transmission. I can't believe I'm doing this daily biz. Only to have been actually uploaded, which I find interesting. I probably it's like I'm accumulating, like I intuitively know I need to accumulate a certain amount of recordings so that I can get the daily recording in and posted. But yeah, back to that balloon. I am feeling very much like that red star balloon in the tree. And I'm having a hard time dancing. I don't know what to do, honestly. And dancing is the obvious choice when one doesn't know what to do. Just dance. Just dance. And yet, I somehow feel almost frozen. Maybe I can imagine myself dancing. My heart dancing, my spirit dancing. Like if I can't physically dance, like throwing my hands up in the air, bebopping my head. I can imagine it. Maybe that's a start. It was really difficult to come to the park. I don't know why this is getting difficult. I really enjoy the park. It has been a sanctuary for me. Did y'all just hear that? So interesting. Anywho, had a really difficult time coming to the park. Only put together like solidly maybe 2.5 hours of sleep. Since my last recording. I turned all the lights off and laid down in the dark. Oh my gosh, at like 2:30 this morning. I did not sleep though. Just dozed really. I don't even know what my brain was doing, to be honest. So it wasn't in any kind of loop. I don't think so. Maybe it was resting as well. Just as I was getting to sleep, this is what's bananas. Just as I got to sleep and was literally having a dream, Irie woke me up. It was like 8 o'clock this morning. So I prepped her breakfast and got dressed and took her out for a walk. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to be able to go right back to sleep. Nope. No worries. Easy peasy. I was not able to go right back to sleep. I tossed and turned. Probably laid down around 9:30. I don't even know if I got in an hour of sleep. I just can't figure out what's happening. And the more I attempt to not try and figure out what's happening or question what's happening and just flow and float and trust and be in this really strange space that I don't understand or comprehend, this nothingness, this I feel like anxiety keeps trying to knock at the door because it's like, hey, wait, you're supposed to be freaking out right now. Shit's all discombobulated. You're supposed to be freaking out. What is happening? And yet I can't quite seem to answer the door and let anxiety in. So it's like, it kind of comes in, the smell of it, the taste of it, but it's not swirling around me like before. So yeah, I think the 2 hours of sleep I got were from like 1300 to 1500-ish. So from like 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 3. And I was so pissed that I woke up. And I don't even know why I woke up. Oh, I was overheating. Even though I had the air conditioner on. I don't know if this overheating is my physical body acclimating to what is happening energetically. I don't know. It's like I really don't feel like I know anything. I don't know what to do. I just really don't know what to do. And I don't have an appetite, so that's another new thing. I, especially with 1313 on the timer, whoa, interesting. 13 keeps coming up. 13 is lucky. 13, 3 plus 1 equals 4. 4 means, not sure what 4 means. I'll have to get back to you on that, or somebody can help me out with that. Throw it in the comments. I almost said throw it in the wash. I hear music, but it's too far away for me to hear what the song is. I'm drinking my coffee, and it's actually kind of nice under the pavilion because it's protected, so the wind isn't as, I mean, it's not really that windy, honestly. Yeah, it's not windy at all, but I don't know, just having the roof. There were some dark gray, like rain cloud looking clouds hanging out, so could we desperately need rain? Rain would be freaking awesome. But yeah, I realized last night, whoa, I'm only eating like one meal a day. I'll have a granola bar or a fig bar before heading to the park. And then when I get back to the apartment after I shower, I'll eat a meal, like a full meal. And then that's it. Which is bizarro, especially quitting smoking recently. 28 days, by the way. BT dubs, y'all. Yesterday. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 28 days. Fucking have done it for 28 days. I realized today, energetically, it's like I've been just taking wads of money and setting them on fire. I'm pretty sure that I held on to the cigarettes longer than they were helpful to me, but it is what it is. Seeing the image of burning wads of money, though, that hurt. That was painful. To look at it like that instead of the perspective of like physical health wise, but from a money perspective. Wow. So yeah, I've just been burning wads of money. What is that saying to the universe? So I suppose that's one perspective of infinite perspectives, right? But having just quit smoking, just getting my taste back, or like more clearly taste is coming back, and not having an appetite, that's fascinating. I had a granola bar this evening before I left to come to the park. I showered before I came to the park, and I dropped off a few kids. Well, before I took my shower. That's actually why I took the shower before I left. I just felt gross. So, no physical pain. Even the persistent infection above one of my teeth seems to be calming down, which is weird, but okay. The pain in my back, I did feel it a little bit last night. I still, if I push on the left lower area from my spine, it's still vaguely bruisey feeling, but not really. There seems to be like this funky crick in my neck that goes down my neck into my shoulder on the right. It was there yesterday, and feeling that still. But literally, other than that, no physical pain. And the timer's at 20 minutes and 22 seconds. And now I hear the Star Spangled Banner being sung. Interesting. I wonder what that's for. I wonder if it's gonna pick any of this up. That's like a punch in the gut to hear the land of the free when I see so many of us not truly free. I see some blue sky to the south. I know it's been 20 minutes, and I know that these transmissions may not make sense as far as why am I recording like this mundane, boring data or it's not all bright and shiny and flashy and loud. However, details matter. I was reminded of this over and over again as I watched the first season of Reacher on Prime Video. Details do matter. And for so long, people would give me such a bad time for sharing details. But that's all I see are details. I see every fucking detail. Most every detail. I see pieces and details that most people don't see. So even though people have given me a bad time about always sharing the details, details matter. They matter. And they matter in this story. And this is my story, and I matter. And I know that my story matters to the world. And so therefore, the details of the mundane, seemingly boring ass shit happening right now. Oh my God. Boom. I'm really over the boring also. And that's another thing. Like, I suppose I'm attempting to capture like exactly what I am experiencing right now. And refraining from doing, or looking for the thing, or trying to figure it out, or attempting to force something to happen, make something happen. Oh my gosh, it is almost freaking painful. And then on the flip side, I think how grateful I am that Irie and I are not trapped in that hellscape that we were in for 11 months in temporary housing and navigating active alcoholism 24/7. Jesus fucking Christ. And the insanity of that, and the insanity of, oh my gosh, there was so much insanity. And we're not having to navigate that anymore. And I'm so grateful. But this mundane, not knowing what's happening, like, clearly things are changing on a daily basis, but I don't understand why. Why am I not sleeping? Why am I not feeling the need to sleep? Why do I not feel cracked out from not sleeping? What is my body and intuition preparing me for? Why am I only needing to eat once a day? Like, this is not normal behavior for me. But shit, nothing's been normal for quite some time. At least car normal. Never been normal. I saw a bumper sticker once that said, "Normalcy scares me." Oh yeah, for real. Normal does scare me. I don't want to be normal. Anyway, I'm getting off on tangent after tangent, and maybe that is a sign of a lack of sleep. Who knows? But I'm going to get a little writing in. So whoever is hanging out with me, I appreciate it. Right now, I imagine these trees are hanging out with me, chilling, like, they're just chilling. They're just being trees. And I need to chill and just be a human. And this is not, like, I want to be more active than a tree, I guess, is what my point is. I'm not a tree, I'm a human, so I want to be like kicking my feet up, riding some roller coasters, like, for real. Not emotional ones, but real ones. I want to climb mountains instead of the emotional ones. I want to explore new lands instead of the internal ones. Like, I believe that I've reached that point where it's time. All right. Left hand over my heart space, right hand over my core. I am light, I am earth, the music lives in me. I am love grounded. Thank you, times infinity. Till next time, toodaloo, y'all.